Good morning, 6th standard. Our next topic is about your lesson 2 physical quantities and measurement. So, first, we all know what you mean by physical quantity. Anything which can be measured is called as is your physical quantity. So, what do you mean by measure? Why do we measure? So, all these play a very important role in our daily lives. So, we take measurements whether we are at home, in shop, or in doctor clinics, everything. Yes or no? If you go to a grocery shop, you'll try to measure. You want to buy 1 kg or 2 kg. Similarly, if you go to the doctor's clinic, what they will measure over there, yeah, if you're a very small kid, they'll be measuring about your height and weight, if your body temperature, all these are nothing but your measurement. And in home also, while playing, you can do how many footsteps you have to run or how many distance you have to run. All these are nothing but your measurements. So anything which can be measured is called as is your physical quantity. Listen, from the above examples, you can say the quantity that can be measured is called as is your physical quantity. Yeah, anything which can be measured is called as is your physical quantity. So any quantity which you can measure means it is called as is your physical quantity. So physically I can take them, I can measure. Now imagine what and all things you can measure for a brick. So if you take a brick, you can measure the weight of the brick, you can find the length, breadth, thickness of a brick, yes or no, you can find the density of the brick. So all these are your physical quantities which you can obtain from your brick. Imagine what and all you can measure about yourself. As I told you before, you can measure your weight, you can measure your height, yes or no, and you can measure your body temperature. So all these are called as your physical quantity. So now how do I define measurement? The comparison of an unknown quantity with the known fixed quantity of the same kind is called as measurement. If I want to find the length of an object, I have to take a similar system, a similar quantity, and I will find the length. So that fixed system is called as is your unit. That fixed unit is called as what? Unit. Now what you will do, I'm asking you to measure the length of your notebook. How do you measure? You will take your scale, yes or no? You will take your small size or a long size. If you take two small size scale of 15 centimeter, will give you a long size scale of 30 centimeter. So that is called as is your unit. So using that unit, you will try to measure the length of your textbook or your note or anything else which you are having in your hand. So that fixed quantity by which you are able to compare or able to find the unknown value is called as is your unit. Every measurement, okay, so what do you mean by measurement? You are trying to find an unknown quantity using a known quantity. Next one, physical quantity. Anything which can be measured is called as is your physical quantity. So all these things will have a number between them, yes or no? So you will have a number. Therefore I can write my physical quantity. I will use the letter P for physical quantity. Physical quantity can be written as a numerical value, that is number, and followed by the unit. So example, consider height of a boy is 5.5 feet. Next one, weight of a person is 60 kg. So in all these things you can see 5.5, 60 is your numerical value or number which we call as your n, and this quantity, okay, feet, kgs are nothing but your units. So whenever someone asks your weight, you will tell in kg. Similarly, if you're buying anything from the shop, for example, your mother has asked you to buy some onions or tomatoes, they will tell you in kg, buy 1 kg or 2 kg. Yes or no? If you want to buy an ice cream, you will ask for some 1 liters of ice cream, 2 liters of ice cream. So that liter, kg, that is called as is your unit. And this n stands for the number, how many quantities you want. Okay. So physical quantity is always represented by numerical value followed by its unit. And these two physical quantities are not same, because this speaks about the height and this speaks about your weight. Okay, this is your height and this is your weight, so they are not same physical quantities. So a measurement without these two parts is considered incomplete. So if at all you are going to measure anything for your physical quantity, it should consist of number plus unit. If it is having number and then no unit, it is not a proper measurement. So next one is your SI units. So in earlier days, every country has its own system of measuring. So it was not comfortable for the people or the scientists to work with that particular units. So what people thought, they all joined together, they clubbed the units and they form one particular system, which is called as is your SI system. Okay, so because what happens, I'm asking you to find the length of the room by using your feet. Okay, try to measure using your feet how many you have to walk, find how many footsteps you are going to take for it. And imagine I'm asking you, for you are getting around some 25 footsteps to find the length of your room. Similarly, I'm asking you to find a small baby, and for the baby, what will happen? The number of footsteps will increase, so let it be around some 45 steps. So though the length of the room is going to be same, since for you and for your small brother or sister it will differ, so there is always a difference. So around the world there was always a difference between the units. In order to avoid that only, people brought a system of units which is called as is your SI units. So this measurement is called as your metric system, which is accepted around the world. It is also your international system of units or SI units. Here it is given. Okay, so international system of units or SI units. So now let us see. The SI unit of length is meter. Okay, the SI unit of length is meter. The SI unit of volume is meter cube or cubic meter. The SI unit of time is second. The SI unit of time is second. Okay, it's a fixed unit which cannot change. Now I'll write some SI units. Now SI unit of length. What do you mean by length? The distance between any two points. So the SI unit of length is meter. Next one, the SI unit of area. You all know what is area formula, so no, area is meter square. Next one, time. How you will tell time? Time you will tell in hours, you will tell in minutes, and what is the least unit you will use? That is your seconds. So the SI unit of time here is seconds. Similarly, the SI unit of volume is meter cube. Okay, you can call it as meter cube or cubic meter. Whenever you write 3 at this in a power, you will tell it as cube. Okay, so cubic meter or meter cube. Similarly, for this one, it is called as is your square meter. Okay, so meter square or square meter. So we will learn all these in our lesson, in all the upcoming lessons. The next 2 lessons will be on your physical quantities only. So we will learn what is that particular physical quantity, the SI unit, and the different methods to measure them. So let's go into it. So the first one is measurement of length. So length is nothing but the distance between any two points. Okay, so it can be also defined as length of the object, the breadth of the object, the width of the object, height of an object. Yes or no? All these are nothing but length. Only the direction in which you are going to measure them is going to be different. So length is nothing but the distance between any two points or places. So from your home to the school, it's nothing but length. We call it as to be as your distance. And if you are having a pen, from the top to the bottom of the pen, if you measure it, it is called as the length of the pen. So everything is going, or height of the pen. So everything is nothing but the distance between any two points. So when you measure it, we'll call it as a width, height, depth, thickness, radius or circumference of the any object, which is known as your length. Is it clear to you all? So length means all these are nothing but length only. Width, height, depth, thickness, radius, circumference are all length, but the way in which I'm going to measure them is going to be different. So the next one is the unit of length. As I already told you before, the unit of length is nothing but meter. Okay, the unit of length is meter. So apart from meter, we also have some other units, because as the distance is going to be increasing, you cannot measure them in meters, you have to use kilometer. So if at all you are traveling for a long distance in a train or a car or a bus, you will see the number of kilometers between any two cities or any two places. For example, if you want to travel from Chennai to Madurai or Chennai to Trichy, you will see the number of distance like 140 kilometers, 280 kilometers. The distance will be given in kilometers. But now my distance is going to be shorter. I want to measure the height of my pencil or a height of my rubber. In that case, you cannot use meter. You want to use a smaller unit, that is called as your centimeters and millimeters. It is called as your centimeter and millimeters. So the conversions between them is given. So look here. So unit meter, the symbol is m. Kilometer, km. It is a bigger unit comparing to meter. Next one is centimeter, millimeter, inch and feet. Inch and feet are used to measure the length of a room, height of a person. For all these you will use inch and feet. Either you can measure in centimeters, inches or in feet. But if at all you want to measure the distance between any two places, any two cities, or height of an object, length of an object, you will use all these things: meter, kilometer, centimeter, millimeter. So next one is the comparison between them, or the relation between them. I'm measuring in meter, I want to give the values in centimeter, then I can convert them. This you would have studied in your mathematics, so the basic recall of them. 1 kilometer is 1000 meter, 1 meter is 100 centimeter, and 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter. This is a table. Okay, this is a multiple table which you would have studied right from your smaller classes, yes or no? So 1 kilometer is 1000 meter, 1 meter is 100, and 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter. So the next one is conversion between feet. 1 feet is 12 inch, 1 inch is 2.54 centimeter. Therefore 1 feet is 30.54 centimeter. 1 feet is 30.54 centimeter. So listen. First, kilometer. Kilometer is the biggest unit, so we will convert kilometer into meter. 1000 meter. 1 meter. 1 meter is how much? 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter is how much? 10 millimeter. So I am going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. Okay. So 1 kilometer is 1000. 1 meter is 100. 1 centimeter is 10 millimeter. So using this you can convert them. So I will give an example. Convert 5 kilometer into meter. So what you will do? 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. Therefore 5 kilometer is, you have to multiply 5 into 1000, that is 5000 meter. Similarly, convert 7 kilometer. So what is again 1 kilometer value? 1 kilometer is 1000 meter. Therefore 7 kilometer is 7000 meter. So we'll go for another one more example. Convert 9 kilometer into centimeters. Now I'm going to convert into which one? Centimeter. So first what should I do? Kilometer to meter, then kilometer to centimeter. Yes or no? So in between the step is not given. You have to convert and then you have to do. So first you write this one. 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. Therefore 9 kilometer is 9000 meter. This is over. Next one. 1 meter is 100 centimeter. Therefore 9000 meter is 9000 into 100. So enter the number of zeros into centimeter. So 9 kilometer will be this much of centimeter. So this is the example which I am giving you. You will have many examples like this in your textbook also. You can follow them. So the conversion is given. So this is for converting from a bigger to smaller. So whenever you convert from a bigger unit to smaller system, you have to multiply them. Now what will be the reverse? Reverse is I'm going to convert from a smaller to bigger. Then I have to divide it. So fix anything. So kilometer to meter you have to multiply. Meter to kilometer you have to divide. So here 10 meter to centimeter. So which is bigger here? Meter. So from meter to centimeter I'm converting. So from bigger to smaller means I have to multiply. Therefore 10 into 100. Now next one, meter to kilometer. So which is the bigger here? Kilometer. Which is a smaller? Meter. Therefore what should I do here? I have to divide them. Okay, so understand. So convert 7500 meter into kilometer. So from a smaller unit I'm converting into bigger unit. This is your smaller unit and I'm converting to bigger unit. Therefore you have to divide by 1000. Therefore 7500 divided by 1000, you will get 7.5 kilometers. Okay. So how do we measure the length? So instruments to measure the length are meter scale and a measuring tape. So generally that is what we will use. A cloth merchant uses a meter scale to measure the length of the cloth. Measuring tapes are also used by the tailors. If you go to the tailors, they will have, carpenters will have a stiff measuring tape. It will be attached to a box and all. So building construction. Rulers is similar to the meter scale, but it is smaller. So it is used to measure your smaller length. Now look at this, how you will have a small divisions in your scale. If you take your scale, you can find 1 2 3 4. In between that you will have some divisions. So for meter scale, okay, meter scale you will have how many divisions? 100 divisions, because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Therefore you will have 100 division. So each division is 1 centimeter. So furthermore you can divide centimeter into 10 small divisions because of your millimeters. So these are all the basics of you. If you take your scale and if you view them, you can find 1 2 1 centimeter, 2nd centimeter, 3rd centimeter. Between them you will find some 10 lines. So all those 10 lines are nothing but your millimeters.